The crowd rises as a banner unfurls. Cameras flash, applause echoes, and confetti fills the air. But look closer. Some fans aren't cheering. They're asking a simple question. Wait, they retired that number? In the NBA, jersey retirements are sacred moments meant to immortalize greatness. Yet, some of those banners hang under clouds of confusion and controversy. Behind the cheers often lies politics, favoritism, and a fair share of questionable decisions. It starts with data. More than 250 jersey numbers have been retired across all NBA franchises, but not all for legends. Some for loyalty, some for politics, and others for reasons fans still debate decades later. Back in 2003, the Miami Heat stunned everyone by retiring number 23 for Michael Jordan. That's right, Jordan, who never played a single second for their franchise. Pat Riley stands at center court and declares, "No one will ever wear number 23 for the Miami Heat." It sounds noble, honoring the GOAT himself, but it's also the only time a team retires a rival's number as a PR spectacle. To add insult to injury, Jordan averaged over 30 points against Miami in his career. Later, the same franchise retires jerseys for players like Dan Marino, an NFL quarterback. In Miami, the Rafters feel less like history and more like a marketing campaign. Meanwhile, Boston becomes infamous for its excess. The Celtics have retired a record 23 numbers, more than any franchise in sports. Their banners form a wall of history, but critics say the team's generosity dilutes the honor. Take Don Nelson, a hard-nosed role player who averaged 10 points per game. Celtics fans love him, sure, but his jersey retirement feels like sentiment, not significance. Some call it a reflection of the 60s dynasty culture, where team loyalty mattered more than individual dominance. Still, it sparks one of sports' oldest questions. Should great teams honor greatness or gratitude? Head south to San Antonio and the debate intensifies. Avery Johnson, the 5'9" point guard nicknamed the Little General, gets his number 6 retired after leading the Spurs to their first NBA title in 1999. His averages, just over 8 points and 5 assists, don't scream Hall of Fame, yet his leadership earns him a place in immortality. Fans are split. Half call it beautiful loyalty, half call it emotional favoritism. In a numbers-obsessed league, Johnson's banner proves that sometimes heartbeats matter more than box scores. Then comes Los Angeles. The Lakers' rafters represent royalty: Magic, Kareem, Shaq, and Elgin Baylor. But even there, controversy finds space. In 2017, they retire both of Kobe Bryant's numbers, 8 and 24, making him the only player in NBA history with 2 jerseys retired by the same team. It's poetic, reflecting his evolution from young gun to Black Mamba. But detractors question the symbolism. Why 2? Jordan didn't get 2. Magic didn't. Some call it overkill. Others call it perfect symmetry. Either way, it adds another layer to Kobe's legend. Philadelphia's banners tell a different story, one of grudges and delayed apologies. The 76ers retire Charles Barkley's number 34 long after he's gone. Barkley's falling out with management was public, bitter, and for years unresolved. Only after his Hall of Fame induction does the team finally honor him, not out of reconciliation, but because not doing so would look ridiculous. It's a lesson in how franchises often wait for outside validation before showing internal respect. Milwaukee follows a similar pattern with Oscar Robertson's number 1. They retire it during a business negotiation with him, blurring the line between tribute and transaction. Fans sense the hollow tone. The Bucks weren't thanking Robertson, they were bargaining with him. That same approach later spreads throughout the league as executives start retiring not only players, but broadcasters and executives too, transforming ceremony into strategy. And then there's Wilt. Wilt Chamberlain's number 13 hangs across 3 arenas: Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and Golden State. With 50.4 points per game in 1962, he earns the distinction. But when multiple teams retire the same number, fans wonder if it celebrates greatness or redundancy. The same happens with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, and Pete Maravich, each honored by 3 teams, creating a strange legacy overlap where no one truly owns the memory. Bill Russell breaks every pattern. When the league-wide retirement of number 6 happens in 2022, It's unprecedented. 11 championships, 5 MVPs, and immeasurable cultural impact justify it. But not everyone agrees. Some argue universal retirements erase local legacy. They believe Boston should keep his story personal. Others say it honors the fight for equality and unity Russell represented. Either way, his banner flies above every arena, a symbol larger than the sport itself. And then, back in Florida, another unconventional move. Miami retires number 13. Not for a player, but for Dan Marino, the city's football icon. Pat Riley calls him an emblem of Miami pride. Basketball fans roll their eye. It's the second time the Heat retire a number for someone who never played the game. Somewhere a fan in the upper deck mutters, "Who's next? Dwayne Wade for baseball?" Other scandals stem from the modern era, where branding trumps tradition. In 2019, LeBron James tries to give his number 23 jersey to Anthony Davis, who wore it in New Orleans. Nike steps in. The change misses production deadlines, and the company stands to lose millions on unsold LeBron 23 merch. The switch gets canceled, Davis settles for number 3, and the league reveals just how corporate even jersey numbers have become. The controversy proves that today, symbols aren't just emotional, they're financial commodity. Even omissions create drama. When Chicago refuses to retire Jordan's short-lived 45, fans wonder if they're denying part of his story. But behind the scenes, it's all branding. Jordan equals 23. Keeping 45 unacknowledged keeps the legend clean, the icon intact. Basketball history loves neat narrative, even when real life isn't so symmetrical. Some teams avoid drama altogether. The Clippers, once notorious for mismanagement, go decades without retiring any number. Their reason? A lack of franchise icon. But critics argue avoiding risk is its own scandal, a silent admission of an empty legacy rather than a noble restraint. By the 2020s, jersey retirements aren't pure symbols anymore. They're strategic. Banners drive merchandise, generate viral clips, and even reshape fan sentiment during losing season. One ceremony can shift attention away from front office chaos or reframe a team's identity heading into the future. Dallas proves this when retiring Dirk Nowitzki's number 41. The crowd roars, but behind the emotion, owner Mark Cuban uses the event to reset the Mavericks narrative post-Dirk, promising a statue, a new era, and renewed pride. It's both a celebration and a rebrand, one that reminds everyone how powerful nostalgia has become in the NBA's business model. So when you look up inside any NBA arena and see a number glowing in the raft, ask yourself, does that banner honor greatness or story management? Because every jersey retirement, from Jordan's in Miami to Johnson's in San Antonio, reveals what truly drives this league: emotion, loyalty, politics, and business, all hanging side by side. The numbers never lie, but sometimes the people who raise them do. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to be posting a lot here. I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching.